Hello, my name is Marie and this is my Christmas book haul. This video is going to come to you in two parts. Part one is books that I've already unwrapped and part two is books that I'm yet to unwrap. We do presents slightly different in my family. Well, when it comes to me. My parents give me a set amount of money and I can buy whatever I want with it. This year, like most years, I chose books. The first book I have to show you is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Coe? I don't know. And David Levithan. In this book, a girl named Lily leaves a notebook of dares in one of her favourite bookshops, and a boy named Dash finds it and thinks it's a fun way to spend his Christmas. I've heard some great things about this book and it seems really Christmassy, so I can't wait to start reading it later. The next book I have for you is also Christmassy, which I literally just picked up because it was like £3 and I thought it would get me into the Christmas mood. It is A Proper Family Christmas by Christy Manby. I know nothing about this book. Like I said, I literally just picked it up because it was cheap and I thought it would get me into the Christmas spirit. The next book my parents got me is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know much about this book, I just know people rave and rave about it, so I figured it was a good book for my parents to give me. The next book, me and my flatmate saw it in Waterstones and we went back to go get it, but we couldn't find it anywhere. So when my parents gave me money for Christmas, I was like, hey, I know what book I want. It is The Fine Art of Truth or Dare by Melissa Jensen. I'm not 100% sure what this book is about. It was a long time ago that I read the synopsis. I think it's kind of like a Dash and Lily's Book of Dares type deal, but it takes place in a art gallery or museum. Either way, I remember it seeming really interesting and really cool. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate it's floppy, it's an American cover, which for an English person where our covers are like really rigid and horrible, this is awesome. The next two books I have are by the same author. The Geography of Me and You and This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. Last year my parents got me The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight and I really love that book. So I thought I would continue with the Jennifer E. Smith books. The next book is kind of a book, but not really a book. It was a complete surprise. I didn't know my mum was getting me this, but it is a recipe book and journal. I love to cook. My flatmates would say I'm a little bit too adventurous with my cooking, but nonetheless I really love to cook and this is just a really great present. Okay, the next two books I have are about witches and are from the same series. They are book one, The Discovery of Witches, and book two, Shadow of Night, both by Deborah Harkness. I don't know much about these books, but I do remember thinking that they were really quite cool and lots of people who read supernatural and witchy books say they are really good. So they seem like a good Christmas present. One thing though, both paperbacks, both same publisher, different sizes. What? Why? That seems unnecessary to me and it makes my shelf look not right. The next book I have is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This book, I don't think I need to tell you what it's about. There's a film and people love it, but I haven't got around to reading it yet. So I thought for Christmas, why not? It sounds really good and I can't wait to read it. The next book I have is Storyteller, The Life of Roald Dahl. It is a biography of Roald Dahl written by Douglas Sturrock? I'm sorry, I don't know. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you would know that I really used to love Roald Dahl as a kid and my mum thought the biography of Roald Dahl would be a good present and I must agree, I'm really excited to read this. The last unwrapped present I have is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This book sounds so good. Lots and lots of people love it and I can't wait to read it. And now for the even more fun part, I get to unwrap presents. Yes. I do have a vague idea of what these books are as I am the one who ordered them. However, I ordered them such a long time ago, I can't really remember what they are. or what they exactly are, so this is going to be fun. First one. It's a ladies' #1 detective agency book by Alexander McCall Smith. I'm pretty sure I have more of these, so just wait. Another one, and another one, and another one. I think this is the last one. I'm not entirely sure what order these go in, so I'm sorry if I say them in the wrong order. The ladies' #1 detective agency, Tears of the Draft, The Foul Cupboard of Life, The Kalahari Typing School for Men, and Morality for Beautiful Girls, all by Alexander McCall Smith. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how amazing these covers are? I mean, look at them. They're so colourful and so pretty and just so amazing. Another one. I love unwrapping presents. This is Afterlife by John Lloyd and John Carter. Dictionary of words that apply to things that don't have names but should have names. For example, rooking, going around the room after a party, consuming all the leftover wine and crisps. This book sounds awesome and I can't wait to look through it. I think I'm going to get some quite good chuckles out of it. My phone just made noise. This is Death Comes to Pemberley by P.D. James. This is like a sequel to Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my favourite books of all time. I watched the miniseries on BBC that was broadcast last Christmas, I think, and I really loved it. So this should be a really good read. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. So many people love this book and I am so glad that I have it. I didn't realise I had quite so many books as this. And this is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. Orson? I don't think I said that right. This book follows a genius boy as he becomes one of the youngest commanders in the intergalactic army thing, I think. Anyway, it sounds really good and this is definitely going on my to read soon book pile. More books. This is Awake by Amanda Hocking. From what I understand, this is a book about mermaids? Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember why I ordered this. I think it's about mermaids and I haven't read any mermaid books, so I thought it would be an interesting one to start with. I honestly can't remember. It was quite a while ago. I guess I'll have to read it and find out. This is Trash by Andy Mulligan. Like the previous book, Awake, I can't actually remember what this book is about. I think it's about a bunch of kids who work in a trash, rubbish heap pile thing in a Asian country, I think India, I'm not 100% sure. And then something happens and it's good and I can't remember, I'm not sure. But it should be an interesting read from what I think I remember. I don't know. Almost done, 3 books left. This book is Touch of Power by Maria V. Snyder, yeah. From my understanding, this is the first book in a series and it is a magical series, which is like one of my favourite genres of books to read, and I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to reading this. Second to last book, The Limbo Academy of Private Detection. This is another book in the #1 ladies detective agency. I'm not sure where it comes in the series, but it sounds good and look at the cover, it is so awesome. Okay, we've made it. The last book, and it is The Universe vs. Alex Wood by Gavin Extance. Extance? I'm sorry, pronouncing names is not my strong point. I don't know anything about this book other than what I read on the back of the cover, which I will read to you now. A tale of unlikely friendship, an unexpected hero, and an improbable journey. Alex's story treads the fine line between light and dark, laughter and tears, and it might just strike you as one of the funniest, most heartbreaking novels you've ever read. To me, this sounded really interesting, and I just had to get it. Okay, so that is all the books that I got for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to let me know what books or any other things that you got for Christmas. It would be really interesting to know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!